You motherfuckers wish I were me. I got my beautiful, fat baby girl making me some chilaquiles and some pancakes. Now, if y'all wondering why I'm so fat, it's because of her.
I don't know when we're finally going to realize that being pretty does not keep a man, because he doesn't care how good you look when you're treating him like garbage. Personality and kindness keeps a man, so let's start working on that, ladies.
I'm getting pulled over on the side of the road, right? And he doesn't know how.
I can call somebody. I'm paying for it. Don't worry about my bread. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I'm gonna pay somebody.
That's you.
That can make me less of a man, because I'm gonna throw my hands when a nigga try to touch you. You compare my manhood to a tire? I'm not traditional, but y'all want a man to milk the cow and out of here.
Chief Keef, this is your last chance, otherwise I'm gone forever. You have 10 minutes to let me know.
Two things here. One, even men with the greatest sense of humor, like they find everything funny, they are not going to find this funny. Because your wedding day should be taken seriously enough that even other people watching this content wouldn't think that you're disrespecting your husband, even if he doesn't think so. Two, could you imagine if a man made this type of video? Like, he would be kicked off the internet within minutes. Double standard at its finest.
Most women think men leave relationships suddenly. They don't. Men usually check out months before they actually leave. And the scary part is, most women miss the moment it happens, because the signs aren't dramatic. He still answers your texts. He still shows up. But the effort disappears. The deep conversations stop. The affection becomes routine instead of intentional. And slowly, you stop feeling chosen. Here's the truth about modern dating. When a man truly values you, his effort is consistent. When he's unsure about you, his effort becomes optional. And when effort becomes optional, the relationship is already on borrowed time. Follow for more real relationship truths.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
My goal was to talk to one person, like me, approach them and talk to them. And so I did. And the guy was really sweet, very kind. It was good combo, and moved on. And then I stood in the men's section the whole time and just stood there and just let people approach me, and they did. I feel like because it was a store and it was smaller and condensed in a space where you couldn't go anywhere, it forced men to approach. And I think also it forced women to approach as well. But I was approached more than I've ever been at a Crush Club event. I was approached 3 times tonight and exchanged a number with one. And so, like, that was new. I was like, okay, we must need to be in these little spaces more often, you know what I mean? But that was my experience. I also met some girls, some women there that were really nice and really sweet. And yeah, I will definitely be going to the next one.
Why did a man ask me what I would cook for him to sweep him off his feet? And I just want to wholeheartedly say, I am never in my life trying to sweep a man off of his feet.
Of course.
I am the woman. I would like to be swept. I don't want to pick your big up. Nigga, you pull out the broom and you get to sweeping.
Relax. These women want men to do everything for them. Going above and beyond, of course. But when it's time for them to reciprocate, they got a problem with that. They don't even want to do something as simple as making a proper meal from scratch to feed the man that is making sure that they ain't got to worry about any bills. Their man can't even get clean clothes to wear to work. But yet still, their man have to do all the on their list and more. Otherwise, this relationship won't work.
Male loneliness is felt online, female loneliness is felt in person. New York City, for example, is having dating parties where the women pay $100 and the men go for free. The attendance ratio is still 3-to-1 women to men. And no doubt the men who attend are terrible. And this kind of reminded me of entrepreneur clubs. When you go to an entrepreneur club, it's just a bunch of real estate agents and people who are not real entrepreneurs, people you would never meet. Because no successful entrepreneur really goes to an entrepreneur meetup. Just how no successful guy is going to go to some in-person dating thing. I also wonder if, like, the women who go to this even look like these women. In any case, dating in New York City sucks, especially if you're a woman.
When the man opens up, when he really opens up, don't you use what he said when he was open to prove a point when you want to win an argument. You will never hear the full story from us ever again. And we'll start say stuff like this. How are you? Good. I ain't good, but I just ain't telling you. Women, let me tell you something. Men are not emotionless. We have deep emotions. We just don't know how to express them. And let me tell you, if you make us feel unsafe, you'll never hear from us again. If I tell you something in a moment of vulnerability and you use it against me in an argument, you can forget me talking to you forever. And you keep talking about he quiet, he shut down, he's in his man cave, he won't open up, because when he did open up, you shut the door on him.
I saw this comment saying that men are finding peace alone and don't really benefit from dating anymore. Honestly, some men probably do feel that way. But psychologically, we are not wired to thrive in isolation. Most people want connection, intimacy, and partnership. Now, the problem isn't that relationships don't benefit men. The problem is a lot of people were never taught social skills or emotional awareness that make relationships actually work. So instead of learning those skills, some people just decide it's easier to check out of dating entirely. Luckily, confidence, communication, and social awareness are all learnable skills. That's what we coach guys on inside Muse. We help men understand social cues, communication, and awareness so they can build real connections instead of just guessing their way through dating.
If that man had to block you, okay, you win. Has the term winning come to mean being absolutely so insufferable that in order to preserve his own well-being and mental health that they had to go so far as to break all contact with someone and actually block them so that they wouldn't have to see their face? Is that what winning means now?
Right. That's how you know you really got to him.
By got to him, I think they mean scared him.
If he had to block you, okay, you win.
No. That is actually not what winning looks like, because I think most of us are aware that guys rarely block women, at least not without a very good reason. So likely someone's behavior had escalated to the point where it was, shall we say, erratic, that it was actually the safest thing and best thing for all involved for him to stop all contact and just block her.
Apparently women can't handle male baddies, and that is such a cringe thing to say, for one. But also, they just don't want them. The girlies do not want men who are done up every weekend, going to the club with their homeboys, taking pics for the gram. The girls don't want that at all. I know that all your whole lives, men, you've been hearing that women want you to open yourselves up, be more vulnerable, get in touch with your feminine side. I don't know who the women were that said that, but it's not this generation of women that you are dating. These women want y'all to go to war, build houses, fix cars. That's it. However, that is not to be confused with the fact that they do not want to go back to the traditional standards of like cooking, cleaning, taking care of children. So they want you all to go back to traditional because that was better. They just don't want to go back to traditional because they don't think that was better for them. And if we all just collectively turn our brains off for a second, it makes sense.
You know what's wild? People say marriage is hard, like that's the problem, but it's not. Life is hard. Bills, kids, exhaustion, grief, trying to hold it all together while still showing up for each other. Marriage is supposed to be the place you run to when life gets heavy, not the reason it feels heavier. You don't need perfect, you need a partner. Someone who meets you in the chaos and says, we will figure this out together. Marry the problem solver, not the problem. The one who calms the storm instead of adding thunder. Because when you stop fighting each other, everything shifts. Real love isn't about escaping the hard seasons. Choosing grace over pride and peace over being right. Marriage isn't hard. Life is. Marriage is where you rest while you face it together.
I swear that traditional men have off. They don't exist anymore. Because tell me why the guy that I've been seeing for the last couple months He's the first guy in my 28 years of living that has ever opened a car door for me, never let me carry anything, never lets me drive, and never lets me touch my wallet. 28 years it took me to find somebody like that. I feel like men nowadays, they just want princess treatment. They want somebody to drive them around, pay for them, get them flowers. It's disgusting. And let me tell you, being with a traditional man has made me want to be more feminine, like cooking, cleaning, taking care of him. I've never had that in my life. Never in my life have I been like, oh yeah, I want to be the woman that stays home and cooks and cleans for my man. Never. You would catch me if I said that a couple years ago. But now, with a man that does that, they don't exist anymore. I swear. They're gone, don't exist.
I'm going there tonight because I'm tired of hearing some of you little boys get mad that women want men to spend money. Yeah, stupid. A woman has between the years of roughly 18 and 25 to make a lifelong decision. And some of you guys will talk about, man, I need to be with her for 2 years. So let me get this right. You're supposed to be all these high value this and that, and then you want to waste a woman's time for 2 years. That's dumb. Just say you don't want to be married or you don't want to commit. All right, cool. But high value men, the men I'm talking about, it's a very narrow conversation where most of you don't fit. Okay, women are supposed to want your resources. They're supposed to be the beautiful ones. You're supposed to be the builder. So, good deal. Good deal. They're supposed to want your resources. That's why you got it. And that's why generous men who are the bag, bold, ambitious, and generous, get access to the premium pool. Some guys are gonna come in, well, I can have access to beautiful women. Yeah, but they don't stay around. They don't stay around. Women don't stay around men who are not generous, who got all this stuff but ain't spending. That's some feminine energy too.
If he or she wanted you, it would be clear. If it's not clear, you're in a situationship, not a relationship, or you're just a convenience. So when someone likes you, they make an effort for you. You know they like you. If I like someone, it's obvious. If someone likes me, it's obvious. If they're not making it obvious and you have to wonder, they don't want you. It's 100% true. Everybody has time to text back. I'm not talking about if they're at work and they're in a meeting. I'm saying in life, if it's night, most people check their phones. Most people are holding their phones. People on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, they have their phones a lot. And if they have kids and they're not home, they're checking their phones all the time. So trust me, it doesn't take long for someone to text back. You're not that busy. You can say, hey, sorry, I'm in the middle of something, call you later or whatever. If they're not interested, you'll know. What do you guys think?
You know, a lot of these women talk about how men aren't showing up correctly in the dating market. They don't really understand that they're not showing up that way either. They're showing up terribly. And they don't really realize that. A lot of them don't really understand until they start to actually think about it, just how bad their attitude, their aura, their energy, their demeanor has gotten. You're no longer a good person to be around. I know you like to come into the club or whatever you're at, loud, large, and in charge, thinking that, oh man, I'm just gonna manifest energy and bring it to me. Once you stop hollering, we get to see that you're not a good person. Once you go home, we get to see that you're not a good person. A lot of these women talk about the bars on the floor, men are disqualifying themselves. Not really. A man already seen you, he already knows who you are. So he's actually saving himself. Number 2, number 3. I know a lot of you guys feel like you're the prize. I know a lot of you guys feel like a man should be doing all the work. No, you need to be putting in effort. Too many men out here trying to perform for you, trying to tap dance for you. It needs to stop. Y'all need to start putting in effort. Period. End of story. You guys are not good daters. Y'all try to say, well, you know, I'm just waiting to see what you show me, and I'm waiting to see what you show me as well. Oh, you sassy, get out of my, I don't care. We can end the date right now. I do not care. You need to stop treating men with disrespect. What are you talking about right now?
a lot of husbands are starving and their wives don't even realize it. And I don't just mean physically. I mean emotionally. I mean affection. I mean being wanted. I believe that a lot of wives think, well, if my husband wants me, he can just ask. But what they don't understand is after a while, he gets tired of asking. He gets tired of always being the one reaching, always being the one to initiate first, always being the one hoping he doesn't get turned down again tonight. No man wants to feel like a burden to his own wife. No man wants to feel like he has to beg the one person who's supposed to want him. Men need respect, yes, but they also need affection. They also need to feel desired. They need to feel like their wife actually wants them, not just tolerates them. Your husband doesn't want to feel like he has to convince you to love him. He wants to feel like you already do.
I'ma squeeze y'all hand real tight when I say this.
Okay.
Single mothers don't give a if you want them or not.
I don't know about that, but let's hear you out.
I be seeing videos. I saw a female. First of all, you females, you hoes that listen to men talk so much stupid that it just went on in y'all blood cycle. It just circulated in y'all head.
All these men are saying is that they have a preference and y'all are mad. I see women on the internet constantly saying the most fiendish shit, and y'all will agree with them all day long. But the moment a guy says, I have standards, it's a problem. If they don't want to date single mothers, so what? She's gonna ask, have you tried taking a single mother out on a date? They don't want to. So why would they even try? Single moms are always mothering. No, they aren't. They're always on the internet talking about why don't men want them because they have a child.
Man, him saying, yeah, Taylor, this is what you do, clearly is him just still egging her on when she is absolutely losing it. That is reactive. And I do not think she should be canceled for that. If every woman at 21 that was in a toxic relationship with a manipulative man had their worst moments recorded and sold on the internet, everyone would be a lot less judgmental.
Yeah, this woman is... Not only is the woman she's talking about Taylor Frankie Paul, whose video is going viral for slapping, kicking, punching her ex, throwing metal stools at this man that ricocheted off of him and hit her own child, to which she didn't care because she was in a full-blown state of rage. But the woman that made this video is also because the only people that defend abusers are other people who commit. And adding the whole, if everyone's worst moments with their ex were put online, you all would be a lot less judgmental. I would hate to see what your worst moments look like, girl. Because they must be bad. Women like yourself are exactly the reason why I make the content that I do. Because in the name of being a feminist girl's girl, y'all just lack accountability. It's always, what was he doing to provoke her? You sound like the guys that say, well, what was she wearing? You're the worst.
This comment is absolutely spectacular, and I wasn't going to do a video on it, but then I realized it was actually an excellent example of two things. One being that there are others out there that actually have the audacity to tell others what they think and how they think, and tell them why they do things, because the second reason is they believe that a lot of people, or the majority of them, think and do things for the exact same reason that they think and do them. And it's almost inconceivable to some that individuals out there can actually think independently of each other. Now, this person actually called me hypocritical for supporting men and at the same time choosing to remain single. They are of the opinion that I have to have feelings of negativity towards men because there would be no other reason in their mind that I would choose to be single. It's rather unfortunate that there are people out there that will actually try to tell you why you do the things that you do, and yet at the same time have no concept of why.
So, what do you personally think is wrong with dating today?
I feel like people have been mistreatment, like
They're not men.
You said princess treatment?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like men need
But-
princess treatment?
They don't want to be like men, you know?
Ah, okay. All right. No more men?
I think the problem is that men like to be petty and sassy, and they wait for you to text them first.
Yeah.
They wait for you to slide up on their stories, and it's like, I'm the girl, so I'm not gonna do that, so we're not gonna go anywhere.
All right, tell your man slay queen.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
I think that social media just sets for unrealistic standards for relationships, and like it just puts everything up. So yeah, men suck. I think social media just like puts like them in a whole nother world. Like, bro.
I mean, y'all are pretty good looking. You guys look amazing. So I'm pretty sure that you guys get hella DMs. Yeah?
I can't say because
I can't say.
Can't say, huh? Okay. And one last question for you guys. Why don't men chase anymore?
Because they're girls. They want to be girls.
Because men think they're the prize now. But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I agree
Or no?
with both. Yeah, they think they're all that.
What's your names?
Alani?
Naomi,
Ruby.
Okay. And where are y'all from?
We're from like the IE.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop
Be a
being
man.
bitches.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Be a man.
For them. All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
where can we find you?
Let's talk about making your man lunch for work. And no, this is not about, well, I work too. Why doesn't he make me lunch? Girl, pause. Wrong video. We are not talking about keeping score. We're talking about keeping connection. I pack his lunch because I like knowing he's out there with a little reminder of me. And when he opens it and sees his favorite snack or a note that says, can't wait for later, trust me, the man's not just thinking about food anymore. It's not about old school gender roles either. It's about making each other feel wanted, even when apart. And let me tell you, small things such as this, they build the kind of intimacy that lasts. So ladies, don't let the fairness police get in your head and ruin the vibe. Sometimes it's about setting the mood before he even walks through the door. And sometimes it's just about having a little fun, making sure you are the best part of his break.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, you know, going out and discovering the world? What are y'all doing? What are y'all men doing other than that? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing Like, what are all y'all men doing? What are y'all doing? If it has nothing to do with a woman, what are y'all doing? Are y'all working? Because we're working too. Women are also working. And we still can do things. We still can go on vacations. We can still go out to eat. Why are us women going on vacations with our friends? We're going on vacations with our friends. We're going out to eat with our friends. We're going to do fun things outside with our friends. We're celebrating birthdays with our friends. Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Where are you guys? Where are you? Where do you guys exist?
Wait a goddamn minute. I do not talk about people's bodies. As somebody who has dealt with body image issues severely for the last 7 years, exactly what it's like to be on both spectrums, right? Too skinny, too fat, whatever. I don't talk about it. But today, you have brought me out of my cage, shell, whatever. You, ma'am, are no Eugenia Cooney, okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the point of this. I don't understand why you're crying over your son having a tubby girlfriend when you're kind of a tubby lumpkins yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the face. Hey, me too. Me too. Right now, I'm 157 pounds. I'm losing weight, but me too. See, the difference is I'm not doing the you're doing. So, by the way, these braces are closing my gap really fast. I just want to point that out. Okay, bye. That was a weird video. This whole thing was just weird. Should I post it? I'm gonna post it.
Yesterday, I got re-diagnosed with ADHD, and I'm going back on my Adderall for the first time since I was a teenager. And what that questionnaire really made me realize is how many wives use the term weaponized incompetence as a tool and a weapon against men with ADHD. This word weaponized incompetence is always being thrown around constantly by bored housewives who need a way to explain why their husbands didn't finish something, didn't follow through, or didn't do something correctly. It is constantly being thrown at men who have mismanaged or undiagnosed ADHD, and we're just using it as a way to about them. Where we're looking at things like forgetfulness, task avoidance, not being able to do things out of multi-steps. That's not your man trying to manipulate you into doing it for him. It's just called struggling with executive function. Y'all seriously act like your men are running around here trying to manipulate you out of doing tasks when in reality his brain is just struggling to function at the same rate as yours. So instead of shaming your men on the internet, maybe just stop and ask yourself for a second, is he weaponizing his incompetence, or is he overwhelmed in a way that I can help with? Because mislabeling men's struggles doesn't fix the problem. It just makes it so they don't respect you.
A guy just called me a cutie before our first date. He's like, see you soon, cutie. And now I know we're never gonna date. The only guys who say corny shit like that are players.
What? He's a player because he called you cutie? It's like you guys want the toxicity. You don't want to be complimented. You don't want to be treated nicely, but then you're going to turn around and cry about how all men are toxic. Make it make sense. And even as a woman, I'm seriously confused because it's you want men to compliment you, but not compliment you like that. You want men to plan dates, but not to the Cheesecake Factory and not a coffee date. Oh, no, no, no. You want him to spend money on you, but you don't want to go 50-50. You want him to be able to communicate, but when he does, you invalidate his feelings. You want him to be emotionally in tune with you, but you're not in tune with yourself. You want somebody to take care of you, but only on your terms, when you want it, how you want it, at the exact time that you want it, and he should just know how to do it. You want a healthy relationship, but you don't put in effort because you want him to constantly make all the effort, and when he does put in effort or compliment you, it's still not good enough. And in this particular case, if you're going to judge a book by its cover, then you absolutely get exactly what you deserve. And if you really think that a man complimenting you is somehow makes him a player, then you're seriously disturbed, and I would definitely get your mental health checked out. Okay, bye.
What women should do is marry before they have a child, because this is what happens. You are too old, too many miles to be demanding high prices. What women in your position should do is be fortunate to lower your expectations down to your level. You can't get higher than your level. You're lucky if you find a guy who's willing to marry you and be a stepfather to a child, period. Because being a stepfather, which I have been one, is a thankless job. Much less to a stepfather to a guy by your own admission is not the caliber of a man you even wanted to marry. This is why women should marry your child's father and don't make babies with a man you're not going to be with for the rest of your life. Really, that's the answer. Because anything after this is trying to make the best of a bad situation. And I know it's not popular. And I know people don't like the way it sounds. But the older you get, the more women tend to want. You tend to want men who are earning more, doing more, to be able to provide more because your standards are higher because of lived experience. But your value is lower. You cannot get more in the main. Yes, there are women out there who can do it, but in the main, the majority of women cannot. Would you marry a man who's making $45,000 a year?
I mean, close to it, sure. If he had ambition.
There's always an add-on when I ask these questions. I said making $45,000 a year. He's happy making $45,000 a year.
No, I couldn't be satisfied with that type of complacency.
Then you screwed yourself. Why can't you find a husband? Especially if you were with a man for 4 years. Why didn't y'all get married?
It just didn't work out.
You're a college-educated woman. Please do better.
Yeah.
It did not work out, meaning what? Did you break it off or did he break it off?
Yeah,
Who left?
Broke it off.
You broke it off with him. Why?
I thought I could do better.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. 4 years,
Yes, sir.
and you thought you could do better. Why?
I'm copying to that.
But what did he do?
He was indecisive.
What did he do for a living?
He was a regional director for a fast food company.
A regional manager or a regional director?
Director.
Right. Did he earn more than you?
A lot more.
And what do you do for a living?
I work in customer service.
Like a call center?
Yeah.
Oh, are you trolling me?
I promise I'm not.
So let me get this right. You're an overweight customer service agent.
What? Oh, I would say.
I don't care what you would say. I'm the professional image coach. Look, ma'am. So he was definitely making over 6 figures.
Well, no. He's making that now.
So pay attention, everybody. Average black woman leaves a 4-year relationship because she thinks she can do better. Good for you, brother. Hope you work at Sonic or White Castle or whatever. Do you have cat insurance, ma'am?
I don't like cats. Danger zone! Oh, God.
Because this is kind of crazy. You've likely already met your guy and you blew it. You didn't say he did anything wrong. You just thought you could do better. Why did you think you could do better?
Well, at the time, he wasn't where he was. This is where he is now. He was working his way up.
Exactly. And like far too many black women, you don't want to wait.
Once again, I think, I think a lot of modern women, if you listen to them, it doesn't matter if they're 30, 40, or 50. If you listen to them, they're going to have you single. That's why they're single. They say a lot of silly stuff. Well, I think once it gets here, once you prove to me that, according to my list, according to my radar, and we know that for modern women, their list is ever changing. So that list can change daily, but I want you to be a consistent man every single day. No matter whether I'm having a bad day or what it is, be consistent. You continue to be the man. No matter how I feel, you continue to be a man. I'm going to act a fool. I'm going to do whatever I want, but you continue to be a man. You continue to act how you act. Even if I cuss you out, mess up your car, break your game, you continue to be a man. In all situations, continue to be a man. And then when we're in a committed relationship, then maybe I'll think about it. That's what modern women do. Whenever you prove to me up to my standards, then I'll start putting in effort. You run 100%. It's like, and that's what I'm saying. They sit up there with their little whistle. And like I said, I think I've said before, a coach we probably deserved that. We probably deserved it with football, man. And in junior high, he just said, hey, you know what? We're just gonna get out here, we're gonna start running. And we got on the track, we just kept running. And I was messing around. Just messing around. And he would just say, keep on going, lap after lap. When are we gonna stop running? Just keep on running until I say stop. And we just kept running. All that playing went out the window. All that laughing and kikiing went out the window. Tired. By the time we walked back up to that, or slinked back up to that field house, all of that playing was out of our system. But he did it to teach us a lesson. Hey, quit playing around. Pay attention, right? This is what modern women are, but without the lesson, without anything good. They sit up with the whistle and just say, run until I tell you to stop. But it wasn't because men are playing around. It wasn't because men were acting a fool. It had nothing to do with that. Right? Now I can see if you say, okay, I see you. You see, coach was seeing clear signs and these guys playing around. Like, hey, stop it. Hey, quit. Hey, stop. All right, let's go outside. Let's go ahead and run. There are clear signs of you acting a fool. But even for the men, not acting a fool, I'm doing everything that I need to be, modern women will still sit back there and say, keep on running. Nope, keep on running. Nah, you keep on doing that. They'll still sit up there and do that. They'll still sit up there and make a man go lap after lap, round after round, presents, flowers, expensive dinners, expensive dates, concerts, ball games, you name it, helicopter ride, you name it, until I get tired. And then after that, maybe, just maybe, we can be together. Just maybe will I say that's enough. You did a good job.